Welcome everyone. I'm Shan joining you live in the YouTube live session, and today is a watch list. This program is Magenta Trade, the watch list. Welcome you everyone. Today is 21st of April, and I'm Shan joining you live there. Okay, let's quickly start about working on the watch list that we started creating yesterday. So I'll quickly move on to the place where we left. So we were using Finviz to create our watch list, and then we started building a watch list of a few stocks. But first, let's have a look at the market today. SPX is down, and so is some other stocks as well. SPX is down by almost more than a percentage, 1.14%. Then yesterday, yesterday it closed at around 4460. Currently, it is trading at 4408. So that's almost a percentage down, 50 points down. In terms of other indexes, even Nasdaq is down today by 1.64%. Dow is down by half a percentage, 0.6%. We'll look into the individual stocks, what we created yesterday. You can say, let's have a quick look there. Of course, Tesla is up today based on big earnings result. Um, let's have a look at the Tesla earnings result. Okay, I just created some. Okay, it's not working. Okay, it's better now. Let me quickly get onto the Tesla results that came up yesterday, actually. So this is some of the earnings per share numbers for Tesla, and then the total revenue, operating expenses, and net income earnings per share. So we have posted this in our social handles, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So you can have a look at them there as well. So those are Tesla's numbers. And then we have AT&T results today. AT&T has reasonably done well, I would say. They have increased their mobile customer numbers. There is growth in the broadband numbers, and there are some other positive numbers as well. Of course, two of the businesses were sold by AT&T, and these results are without the businesses that were sold in the last couple of quarters. Okay, so let's quickly go back to the charts there. So Tesla is up by around 3% at the beginning of the market. It was up by more than 5% point, based on, of course, the stunning numbers posted there. The continuous rise in the number of deliveries of the cars, or you can say the revenue has increased more than 100 percentage point, but their expenses were reasonably low. There was no material increase in the percentage of or in terms of the selling and distribution and the admin expenses and all that stuff. There was hardly any rise. Even the research and development expenses, it was more or less same year on year on a quarterly basis. So that's pretty interesting. And of course, they don't have any debt, so there is no burden of the rate of interest. So there is no pressure on that front as well. Okay, but in terms of other stocks, mostly they are down. You can see Berkshire is down by more than a percentage. Visa is down by 0.5%. JP Morgan is down by 0.8%, and Mastercard is actually up a little bit than yesterday. It is definitely down from the opening of the today, but in comparison to the where it closed yesterday, it is up. Bank of America, it is down again, and Wells Fargo is down. Morgan Stanley is down. So these are stocks we added yesterday. Blackstone, SHW down by 4.5%. Blackstone is down by 6.5%. When is their earning? So Blackstone earnings was today, was it? Right. It was today, and it reported 1.55. Estimate was 1.06. Revenue is 3.5 billion. Estimate was 2.9 billion. We can have a more look at the other financials. So earnings is consistently down here. Has came down from on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Dividend yield is 3.3%. P ratio is 14.79. Cash flow, balance sheet. This is on annual basis. Let's have a look at the quarterly basis. Okay, let's look at the income statement. This is on annual basis. Total revenue is 12.59 billion. So that has gone up 94% from the previous year. And net income has gone up to 5.86 billion. Earnings before interest and tax is 13.73 billion. So that's the total assets is up to 41 billion now. That's Blackstone. Cash flow, free cash flow is negative in 568 million, whereas in 2020 it was 123 million. Okay, so that because of maybe liquidation of some of the can say investments. Okay, so that is Blackstone, and today it is down by 6.5%. SCHW is down by 4.5%. American Express is going to announce their results tomorrow, I think. That's right, tomorrow, 22nd of April. Citigroup recently announced their earnings. TFC recently announced their earnings. Yeah, so that's about, those are the stocks that we have identified yesterday, and probably if we get some time, we will identify more stocks today as well. But today, the focus I would like to invite is towards how to build this watch list in Google Sheets. So let's have a look how to create a watch list in the Google Sheet. So first of all, you need an access to Google Drive. So when you create a Google account, or more popularly, someone would say that a Gmail account. So you need to first probably create a Gmail account or a Google account, and from that Gmail account, you can click on here, um, and then you can create the different use it. They are different, apps. So you have to go to Drive, and then you come to this Google Drive, of course, and then you create a Google Sheet there. So I assume that you already know that. So let's just create a new Google Sheet here, and just name it as a watch list. Okay. So I will give the name here, empty watch list. You can give any name you would like. Okay. Now, so the purpose of you can say this sheet is watch list. So I will say US stocks watch list. Okay. So even though I'm calling it US stocks watch list, but you can still include any ETFs and all that stuff. And just this is an example. Using the same example, you can create watch list for um, the stocks which are listed in any other exchange around the world. So Google Sheet supports most of the exchanges around the world, UK, China, Australia, India, many exchanges, Singapore. So you can keep on googling them, keep on checking them, and if you'd like to know more about which markets they cover, you can go to Google Finance. Okay, so let's. Our objective is to build a watch list. Okay, so the first thing that we need in a watch list is, let's say, the symbol. Okay, so I'll give a title line, which is, let's say, symbol or ticker symbol or something like that. So name of the company, just for our purposes. Well, it's not essential, but just to understand, sometimes the ticker symbol may not be, you can say, explicit enough. So, and then suppose we need the current price. Okay. Now, so one of my favorite shares is Apple, so we can just pick up that from there. We can even look into our watch list there, but let's start with Apple. Okay, so our favorite stock is Apple, and the name of the company is Apple Incorporated. Okay, now we need the first field probably that we need in the watch list is the current price. Okay, so what I'll do, I need to enter a formula there, and once I what I want is, once I enter the formula, then using that formula, the current price of Apple should come up. So let's see here, what we have to enter is equal to Google Finance. I have to give a bracket there. So they are saying the ticker. So I know ticker is there in the column A3. So I'll just put as A3 there. And then I'll give a comma, and then I need an attribute there. Okay. So what an attribute means, what I am looking for here is the current price. So I'll just simply type in quote marks price, and then I close the bracket. You can also give a start date, end date, something like that, but that is a little bit advanced. At this moment, we don't need that. So as you can see, I entered this parameter, I entered this formula, and it has come up. Okay, so that's interesting, that it has come up with the current price of Apple shares. Okay, now I will say, just as a disclosure, this price is not a current price. This is delayed by a few minutes, maybe between 5 to 20 minutes. The price is a delayed price. So if you are making any decisions, you should probably check the current price from other places. So but it is good for our purpose. Our objective is to just create a watch list and monitor it on a daily basis. So it has a different purpose. It is you can use this for comparison purposes. You can use it for just to find out how much your portfolio is worth. I will create a portfolio sheet at a later date, maybe some other day. But today I'm just focusing on a watch list. Okay. Now what I'll do, um, I will add some constant factor so that when I copy this formula, it automatically copies one of the attribute or one of the formula item. Okay. So what I'll do, I will just mention this A3 as a dollar three. Okay. So that if I copy to the other column, automatically it will copy the A3 cell value. Okay. Now, so I got the current price. Now, suppose I need what's the change in terms of the dollar value. What is the change from the previous day? Okay, so I can enter a formula for that. Is equal to Google. Actually, sorry, I can just copy the formula from the previous cell. So what I'll do, I'll copy the formula, Control C, Control V, and of course it will. Sorry, I made a mistake there. Actually, I need to hold on. I'll go back. Okay. So the first thing here, instead of the dollar sign on number 3, I need the dollar sign on column A actually, so that it will be column A always. So what I'll do now, copy this formula and I'll put it here in the change. Um, so it will is coming a price. So I will just change this symbol here to change. Okay, change the attribute there, and it will give me the change in dollar terms. So that's how you get the change value in on Apple shares in that. Similarly, suppose I need another field for change percentage. Let's say. Again, same thing. I'll copy this value here, and in the attribute, I'll just change to change percentage, change percent, change PCT. Well, if you like this video, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we are a bit encouraged to create more videos. And also, you can subscribe to our social channels in Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can find out about ourselves in the website magentatrade.com, and you can search on all these social platforms as Magenta Trade, and you should be able to get us. I'll also post the links in the description later on in this video. Okay, now let's create some other values. Suppose we want to find out previous close, yesterday's close price. Then again, we copy the formula to here. And in this case, I have to change the attribute to close yesterday, like yesterday's close price. Okay, close yes. Does it accept? Yeah, it got accept. Similarly, suppose I need a volume there. Again, I copy the same to volume. So I'll get the volume. Similarly, you can get so many other values. Suppose you want high, today's high, um, low, 52-week low. So let's say today is high. So same, I can copy here. So that will give me, instead of volume, I'll make it high, and same thing I'll copy here. So today's low is 165.98 till now. In terms of 52-week low, what I'll do is low 52. That's the 52-week low. Similarly, I can have a 52-week high, and there the formula would be high 52. So in this way, I can create a number of other things. Also, if you want, you can have something like, say, market cap. You can have a P ratio. You can have earnings per share. All these things you can create. So market cap is market cap, and then P ratio is simple P, and earnings per share is EPS. Okay. So those are the things you can add. I'll just one more thing I would like to do here. Actually, what I want to do after 52-week low is I want to know percentage above 52-week low. So I want to know how much percentage the stock is up since it's 52-week low. So I'll just do a mathematical calculation there. Round. Okay. So the current price is in column C. Okay. So what I'll type is C3 minus 52-week low is in column J. So column J3. So that is the difference between the current price and the 52-week low. Then I'll just multiply, not multiply. I will just, I can multiply by 100 and divide by the current price, which is no, percentage above 52-week low. So it should be divided by I8, sorry, J8. J8. And then I just round it to 2 decimal points, and then I close the bracket. Divided by J3, sorry, J3. Why did I put J8? So it is 35% above 52-week low. Similarly, here I would like to add one column there, one column left. I will add one column, and what I'll do here is a percentage below 52-week high. Okay, so I would like to know how much is this share current price down from 52-week high. Okay, so again I will do is equal to round double bracket here, and 52-week high figure is in column L3 minus C3, close the bracket, into 100 divided by L3, comma, then 2 decimal points. So it is currently 9% lower than the 52-week high price. So that's how I can build a watch list value for Apple. Now what I'll do, I'll add all the shares that we yesterday put in our list. We identified. So BRKB, and then we have the other shares like Visa, JTM, MasterCard, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, Blackstone, SCHW, American Express, Citigroup, and TFC. I'll write down the company names. Or maybe we'll just write Berkshire, Visa. I don't need to write the whole company name. JP Morgan, MasterCard, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, Blackstone, Charles Schwab. My spelling might be wrong, but you get the point. Right? American Express, Citigroup. I'll just quickly have a look at the name of the company, TFC, the complete name of the company, Twist Financial, right? Twist Financials. I'm just confirming that. Okay. Twist Financials. Okay. Now I can simply copy all these formula here, and it will give me all those values. Okay. So the market cap, maybe what I'll do, I'll give it a formula of like this, and then I will reduce the number of zeros. Okay. So Apple is $2 trillion, and Berkshire is $760 billion. Visa is $453 billion. So you can get the market cap in that way. Okay, so this is how you build the stock watch list in this Google Sheet. One important thing, because we are talking about all the US based stocks here, so you don't need to put the exchange, the name of the exchange, stock exchange in this symbol field. But if you are doing it for a global company, then first you need to give the exchange code, and then you need to put a dot, and then you give the symbol. Okay, so that's how in case of global companies you can do that. We can do it on some other day. Today is our focus on US based stocks. Yeah, so that's about it. How you can create the watch list using Google Sheets. We'll maybe continue some of selecting some of the other stocks. Let's go back to the screener, like just like yesterday. We need the stocks from US and market cap. Let's say more than, let's say more than 200 billion, or maybe let's say large, more than 10 billion dollars. Okay, and then let's say we select another sector today, maybe technology, about technology. Okay, and then let's say I would like to have price is over $1. Okay, so there are currently 103 stocks there. Maybe we can put some fundamentals, EPS, earnings per share growth of the over 5%. Growth next year is another, let's say 5%. So now we have got 63 companies. And now let's say if we short on the market cap, then we can get all those values. Okay. Apple is not in this particular list because maybe the earnings per share growth was not 5%, but I'm not sure why it is not in this particular list. But that's fine. Apple is already in our list. So maybe we can add some of these companies in our watch list. One thing is, let's say, Qualcomm, then AMD. I like the company AMD. Intuit, I'm not sure. I will add IBM because of their stunning results this week. Again, if you'd like to know more about the earnings, you can visit our social handles of Magenta Trade at Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and you can see the earnings report that we published there. Applied Materials, I'll add that company. Micron Technology, I will add that one. I'm adding them randomly. I like some of the companies. Fortinet, it's mainly based on my previous analysis, which I will come to later on, mostly fundamentals, as you can say. Let's see, any other company I would like to include. Arista Network, that company. Motorola, not much. Dell, we could include Dell. I like one company, Nvidia. Reason being, they make semiconductor chips and it's in high demand. Enphase, another company I like. And then Akamai Technologies also I like, Akamai. And DocuSign. Let's see some other companies in the next sheet. Maybe I like quickly. I think that should be fine at this point. One other company I like is CRM, which is a Salesforce, and there's another company I like is Accenture, ACN. It's a mainly consulting company. It's not exactly a technology company, but I'm putting it in this bucket. So I have them in this list: CRM, ACN, and if I find more, of course, I like Amazon, Amazon, and Google. So what I'll do, I will add these companies in the trading view, and we'll quickly have a look how they are doing today, um, and that will help us just wrap up today's session as well. Before, okay, so let's start with Qualcomm. So Qualcomm is down today by 3%. Their earnings is due on 27th of April. So this, as you can see, I'm using for the charting purposes, I'm using a trading view application. I like this application. There are so many things that you can do on the chart itself. As you can see here, I could see the price and when is the earnings due and all that stuff. So Qualcomm is like as you can see, 3.5% or 3.5% down today. I will add this to the no, I'm not adding here. I'll just quickly add it in the watch list. Okay. The next one I would like to add is AMD. So AMD, and then I would like IBM, and then decided applied materials, then we'll like Micron, then we said Fortinet. They create games, video games. Workday, they are into enterprise software. Arista Networks, Dell, as you know, they manufacture Dell computers. So I'm using Dell computer now. NVIDIA, they make graphics cards. My laptop has that one as well. Enphase, energy company mainly. Akamai Technologies. Then DocuSign, it's a very popular application nowadays, even in the government sector and other places. Salesforce, they are the number one software for marketing. Accenture, they are probably number one company in consulting. Amazon, number one portal for shopping. And Google. You don't need any introduction about Google. So let's see how they are doing. AMD, again, it's down by 4.5% today. Their earnings is on 3rd of May. Okay. IBM, they had their recently earnings there. So IBM is actually up by more than 1% today. Applied Materials is down today again by 3%. Micron is down by 3%. Applied Material is down by 1.5%. My apologies. Micron Technology is down by 3%. Fortinet is down by 5%. And Workday is down by 4%. Arista Network is down by 5%. Dell is down by 1.7%. Nvidia down by 6%. When is their earnings? Their earnings may be a little bit later. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's down so much. Let's see. I think this was a decent support level here. Let's say so I would say this was a decent support level somewhere here, 207, and it has broken through that. Of course, in terms of round numbers, 200 could be a support level, but I thought this one was a major support level there, and the stock has broken that. The stock is down by 13 percentage, 13 points, or $13, 6.5%. Let's see if there is any particular news we have. Not sure. Headlines for NVIDIA's. Okay. I'm just checking if there is any major news item, any major announcement as such. Doesn't look like. Of course, the share is bearish, but not sure exactly. Maybe there is something related to their supply chain issues. They have got lots of orders, but obviously, due to supply chain issues, they are not able to deliver. So that could be the reason, but I'll find out. Okay. So that's about NVIDIA Enphase. Okay. Enphase is down by 12%. Their earnings is on 26th of April, which is Monday. Not sure if there is any specific news. Enphase Energy. Akamai Technologies is 1.4% down. DocuSign is down by 5%. Salesforce is down by 4.5%. Accenture is more or less flat. Amazon is down by 3%, $100. Google is down by 2.3%. That is interesting. Their earnings is due, Google again, on 26th of April. Because they are also expected to execute the split in the shares. Let me see where was the support level. Yeah, there is a support level here. I'll not say major support level, but yes, definitely a strong support level here around this point. There are multiple touch points, so it has just touched that, or maybe broken through that. 2497, yeah, so maybe 2500 was a good support level there. Beyond that, let me see if there is any other major support level. Not at this point. So that is interesting. Um, if the share price actually closes above this support level or not. So that would be something interesting. Okay, so that's about it. After Google, there is not many shares again. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's session. Thanks a lot for joining in. If you like the video, please do subscribe us in the YouTube, and you can also follow in different social channels about our company, and you can see our posts over there. Thanks a lot for joining, and I'll sign off now. Thank you.